That might be it.
What's going on, world? Jack of all spades, CLT, back like a remix. As always, I am the beloved one, DJ Spellman. To my left, we have the Pride of Africa, Ken Wabibi.
Hey, it's Wabibi, Pride of Africa. Shout out to all the diaspora. Shout out to all the diaspora.
All right, on the right, we got the boy Banks on the beat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Banks on the beat, Blue Water Banks. Fat Boy Tires, of course.
3700.
Wilson Boulevard.
The hub.
Woo.
Yo,
I mean,
delay.
Are you sure?
We are delayed in it.
I missed the last podcast. I'm a little off. I'm back.
As always, hold tight, Jay Marlowe, a.k.a. Local 6, but we have fan favorite and podcast manager. Amadi's running the cameras today. And we have a special guest that I'm going to get to, but we have a previous guest somewhere in the building.
Yes.
Big up Mark Prosper.
Big up,
but hold tight, everybody. Today's special guest.
Special.
Man. Gold mouth, bitch, fuck 'em all. Sir Mouth is gold. We have Luther Nicholson, a.k.a. Lute West. What's going on, boy?
I can't call it, man. What's good?
Man, we appreciate you making time. That's first and foremost.
I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, appreciate you coming, dog. Now, for our first time listeners, last time listeners, this is how we always start off our show. Now, we got to give up the flowers. Now, Lute, first and foremost, your father. Can't get that fucked up.
For real.
Yeah,
Oh,
for real.
yeah.
Yeah, that's that work.
That's how we do.
You know?
What's up?
Ultra creative, painter, Vogue best dressed. I say that twice. Vogue best dressed. You know, there's a lot of people out there. You know, you up there though.
That's crazy.
Pianist, JAMO enthusiast. You gonna have to clarify JAMO for me real quick, because I don't know what JAMO is. Right?
JAMO, Jameson.
Oh,
Jameson. Okay.
That's different. I know that. I gifted you with
That's
Jameson.
a deep cut right there, boy. You know how the research team do.
Oh, man. Okay, you know.
That's funny. That's funny.
Classic car enthusiast, Grammy nominated, platinum recording artist from the West Side, Beatties Ford to be exact. If you didn't know, over 100 million streams.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Research team.
Top boy wish sandwich maker.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna get into that. Featured in Madden 2021, Complex, GQ, XXL, Billboard, Milk Magazine, Billionaire Boys Club, Still Slumming documentary, Genius Open Mic Sessions, Bootleg Kev, Pop Killer TV, Vibe, Power 105, Dash Radio, Say Less, Hot 97, and Vivo. God damn, you gotta give it up.
I be trying, bro. I be trying.
Damn.
Yeah, talk about that Top Boy sandwich maker, man. The Top Boy.
I gotta know about this.
Yeah.
Oh,
for real.
bro, listen, like you gotta be, bro. You gotta chef it up with the wish sandwich. You gotta, you know, like when you ain't never had shit and you hungry, bro. You gonna make it. You gonna make it something.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
You gonna make that shit something, bro.
With sandwich.
What's the last one? What's the last one you put together?
Bro, to be real with you, I haven't had a wish sandwich in a long time.
That boy ain't good now. He ain't good now. Times have changed.
I haven't had a wish sandwich probably since quarantine when we did that shit. So.
Oh, okay.
And I ain't even eat that one.
Shit. Let's get into this thing then. I'm a Nas fan, so I had to ask this question for you. So the project that started your journey was the Classic West 1996, right? You wanted to be Charlotte's Illmatic, and the cover was inspired by Nas. Did you receive any backlash for you paying homage?
Hell
to
yeah,
it?
that's
You
how
did?
we got noticed. Yeah, they went in on that shit when we first released it. Nobody really fucked with it.
Oh shit.
In fact, which I don't think I even said this, but Shake from Two Dope Boys caught on to it and was like, "Yo, who the fuck this nigga think he is?" Like,
Damn.
I don't know about this shit. And then, but I guess that was before he even like played it. Then he played it and was like, "Yo, take that back." This shit actually fire. But ever since he did that, they showed us love on Two Dope Boys, and then that's how it started getting picked up by other people. So
Gotcha.
So as far as like getting backlash, nigga, that's all it got in the beginning was backlash. Like niggas wasn't fucking with that shit in the beginning.
So, like, I also want to talk about the other side of the coin on that. It's like you get the backlash, but I know you also received, like, a lot of praise and comparison at the same time.
Yeah, I did because at that time people was just like, yo, this is like some pure hip hop shit. Like, you know, this like shit that's not really current at the moment. And so yeah, it was definitely getting some praise, but it was getting more backlash at the time than praise up until Shake dropped it on Two Dope Boys, and then it caught on more and caught wind and got a lot more praises. And then Pete Rock reached out and everything.
Oh, nice.
Big up.
And because I think we used one of his joints on there, and so he gave us praise about it or whatever. And then like maybe a month or two after, Joey Badass dropped 1999. Oh, and then it was a rap.
Hold on. So the question is, did you inspire that? Then
You better inspire that.
I can't call that one. I have no idea. I wasn't saying it as if he did, but I was just saying like once he dropped that, you know, it was still getting praises, but you know, it's a New York nigga doing New York nigga shit, like you know, like.
Yo, we also got Mark Prosper in the building, so
Yes.
I want to lean in real quick and ask you, like, you got any memories from that since you designed the cover? Like, how did that feel for you, or like, what different things do you remember from that time?
I just remember like coming up with the idea and me and Luke looking at each other like, yo, should we drop this? Like, no.
Yeah, bro. It was definitely a couple of times where we was looking like the Spider-Man meme, like we doing this, we doing this. It was like fuck it, bro. Like why not? Like, cause we knew at that time, maybe this might spark some shit that we might not be ready for. But at that time, I was like, fuck it. What we got to lose? Don't nobody know who the fuck we is. So let's drop it. Let's do it. Let's shake some shit up. And I feel like at that time we kind of did. You know, just off a cover. Not even, niggas ain't even heard the music yet.
Right.
They just saw the cover and was like, oh, hell no, who the hell does nigga think he is? Or like, you know, I don't know. I don't know what niggas was thinking. All I was thinking was, yo, this is how I feel about where I'm at right now. We was like, what, 19? Like, yo, this is how I feel where I'm at right now. This is how I feel about, you know, the state of music and hip hop. And fuck it, I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nothing to lose, bro. I got kicked out of school. I just dropped out of CP. So I'm like, bro, we ain't doing shit. I ain't got nothing to lose. Let's drop it.
You still working at Walmart, right?
Yeah, I was still working at Walmart at the time. Yep. Yep.
What a turnaround at 19 at that.
19.
Like,
For real.
that shook up everything.
Yep. And I remember a customer was like, yo, I see you, player. I seen that shit on Two Dope Boys. And I was like, yo, appreciate it. But I would always get that every now and then at work. Like, yo, I see you, bro. I see you, like, you doing your thing. Whole time I'm fucking sweeping in the garden center.
Oh,
Yo,
shit.
I hated the garden center.
Yeah,
bro. I had
bro.
allergies, too.
I do too. So summertime, nigga, I'm sitting there, eyes
Wipe
watering.
the eyes.
No Claritin, yo. No Claritin.
Yeah, showing niggas what a lawnmowers is and shit.
All right, so Lou, we want to get the first thing that comes to your mind when we say a couple of these names and projects, all right?
Okay.
So first thing, you got to tell the people, Lil Ace.
All right, so man, when I hear that, I hear the beginning, like the very beginning, the start. Like without that time period, there wouldn't be this, because I feel like in that time period, I had a tribe of people that influenced me to get to this level. Because around that time, I wasn't even thinking about music. You know what I'm saying? And my stomach growling too, so I hope.
Nah, you good.
Anyway, so I really wasn't thinking about music like that up until I met my nigga Jimmy Kelso.
Shout out
Jimmy.
Alan, my nigga Brian Gandy. He was Jizzle at that time. and then his brother Alan. So I mean Lil Mac. So you know, without them people pushing me to do this shit, because hell, at that time I was a little lazy. You know, niggas knew I had the potential, but I didn't know I had the potential. So, you know, without them and without seeing them and watching them grow and do this shit, I probably wouldn't even be in places that I've been in. Like without that first, you know, my tribe, the start of this shit.
Okay.
Well, let's keep it with the tribe then. Forever FC.
Forever FC. All right, that was the foundation. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole foundation of, all right. And Forever FC was the time when I was like, all right, I think this is what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying? In that time, Miss Amy took us to a Jay-Z concert. I had never been to a concert, yet alone a Jay-Z concert.
What year was this?
This was 2010, 2011. And I remember they wasn't coming to Charlotte. The closest they were coming to was Kentucky. So we drove all the way to Kentucky. And opening up was J. Cole, Pharrell, and Wale. A couple other people. Was a singer too. I can't remember who it was. But I'm sitting there. First of all, Cole was performing, and a nigga behind me was like, yeah, that's that nigga from Fayetteville. I'm like, not Fayetteville, North Carolina. He's like, yeah, that cat Cole, he just signed to Jay-Z. And I'm sitting there looking at my nigga Ryan. I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Why can't we?
Real.
The fuck? So that was the beginning. Then Jay-Z came out, and I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. Mind you, this is an arena, sold out. I'm like, yo, everybody here, like, yeah, you know, the performers that opened up, like, they were like heavy hitters or niggas that were known. But I'm like, yo, everybody in this fucking arena came to see this one nigga. And you could feel the energy. Like, I wasn't even like a big Jay-Z fan like that. Like, I fucked with the music, but I wasn't like, you know how most niggas, oh, Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't like that until that moment. I went to that fucking concert. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this is what I want to do, bro. And this is how I want to this is how I want to be to people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just the energy in that arena. And from that day forward, I was like, yo, this is what I want to do.
Where?
I'm going to take this shit serious. And we all took that shit serious out there because we all went at that concert. So it's like, yeah, we got to take this shit serious.
All right, next term, our next name, Beatties Ford.
Beatties Ford, like, nigga, that shit raised me. You know, I went through a lot living off Beatties Ford, from being down there at University Gardens to Trinity Park. Later we moved to like Nevin, so that's Statesville or whatever. But yeah, I've been up and down Beatties Ford all my life.
All right.
Okay.
AMCS Bodega.
Yeah, had to be there. Yeah, had to be there, bro. Like, I put it this way. Everybody that graced that AMC Bodega stage, legends now. Look at them now. Like, look what they doing. Look what they put in. Like, everybody that stepped on that stage has paved some type of way or some type of lane for niggas to do what they doing now. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like everybody that touched that stage and everybody that was a part of making that shit happen are legends now. If you look at what they doing now, niggas is, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is thriving.
Yeah, big up that time period.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the first project, West 1996.
West 1996. I still look at West 1996 as the beginning for me. You know what I mean? Like, that was my start. That was my introduction into this shit.
Yeah.
For real. Like, without that project, I don't know what the fuck I'd be doing right now, because I didn't expect for that project to catch wind or do anything. Because nobody knows, but, well, maybe a few people do, but I dropped a project before West 1996 Part 1, and it didn't do nothing.
Was
like,
the road?
Yeah,
I remember that.
I dropped it on Twitter, and that shit did nothing. And at that time, I was just like, man, fuck this shit. But but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try one more time, but I'm gonna do what I really want to do, and I'm gonna take my time with it. Yeah. And so when I took my time with West 1990, and that's when I realized with music, you gotta take your time. And so I dropped it, and because people, not to like get off subject, but like people ask me sometimes like, yo, bro, you got any advice? Like, how do I get on? I'm like, nigga, I'm still trying to figure out how I got on. Like, I don't even know how this shit happened for me. I'm still trying to figure this shit out. But yeah, I just took my time, and I feel like that laid a really nice, paved a really nice way for me. That was like my introduction into this shit.
Where I ain't now part 2.
Part 2, for a lot of people, they probably like really fuck with Part 2. Part 2 is probably like one of my least favorites. Part 2, I look at that as like my dark time. Might not come out really like that in my music, but outside of the music, I went through a lot of shit during part 2. Like I went through a lot of phases in having to grow. And I look at like part 1, it's like, yo, I'm a young cat and I'm just ready to get in the game, fuck shit up. Part 2 is like, all right, now I'm a father, which that wasn't the dark time. It was just the experiences that I went through.
Yeah.
But part 2 is like, all right, now I'm a father, so now I'm giving you this perspective. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I look at part 2 as like a darker time for me, just because of the texture of the shit I had to go through in that time period.
Before I get to the next term, man, but anywhere you look when they look up interviews and that with you, people appreciate your vulnerability and just you being so real. Like, it don't matter what stretch, hip-hop community, outside of hip-hop, they just praise you for your realness, though.
Well, because for me, I am the person in my music. So when you see me, it's like, and I guess that's because now I'm like, yo, why the hell people be thinking they know me? But I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna front. Like, I do give a lot into my music, and who I am in my music is who I am in real life too. So I have to take an account of that myself. But like, yeah, when people see me, it's like, oh, I'm exactly who I am in my music. Because it's been a few times where it's like I met some people or I met some idols that I loved and changed my life, and I met them and they weren't the person that I thought they were. And that kind of changed my perspective on the music. Yeah. And I told myself, like, and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm trying to, because my therapist told me about some shit that kind of stuck to me. And it's like, I'm not trying to do this on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just really being my true self. But like maybe like a month ago, my therapist was like, yo, sometimes you gotta let go of that real nigga complex. And it hit me, and it's like, damn, because sometimes I'll do things not on purpose, but it's like, where you trying to show that you're vulnerable, and it's like sometimes you don't have to do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't have to always have that real nigga mentality, or, oh, yeah, I'm a real nigga, so I'm gonna do real nigga shit. And it's like, yo, nah, like, just be you, do you. And I do that, but like sometimes I do have to let go of, like, damn, I actually don't have to. Cause sometimes I have like my anxiety getting in the way of shit, and I try to go outside of my anxiety to do shit to show people that I'm not some weird guy. But it's like, if I feel vulnerable or whatever, I can kind of step back and be in my shell if I want to.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Got 3 more. Gold mouth.
Gold mouth. Okay, so you know how I was talking about how West 1996 was like young nigga shit, right? Then West 1996 Part 2 was like, all right, now I'm maturing. And it's about being a father and dealing with like day-to-day life shit. Goldmouth is like, okay, I done dealt with all that shit. Now I'm dealing with my inner self. So when I think Goldmouth, I think vulnerability. I think maturing at my highest level, because all Goldmouth was me recognizing myself for the first time and how I see myself in the mirror.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a deep right there, yo. All right, Slum County.
Slum County, the village. Yo, that's my village. Yo, without them, the shit that you see today, man, like, I don't know, bruh. That's my tribe. And not one person does one thing. You know what I'm saying? It's what, 5 of us, 4 of us? 5? So we all play a part. We all play a role. We all do different things when it's time to go. But like, Slum County kills shit.
Big
every single time.
Big up.
All right, of course, we got to say the best for last. We have Nora Grace.
Oh man, that's my heart, my light, everything. Like, that's my motivation for everything. So yeah, without Nora Grace, it wouldn't be no West 1996 Part 2, Goldmouth, none of that shit.
Yeah.
No Dreamville, no nothing. Yeah.
Okay. All right, now we're going to switch it up a little bit. You really do this for the home team, the crib. You've had collabs with Elevator J, De Niro Ferrar, Devin, even putting Elevator J and Mark Prosper in your videos. Some people switch things up when they get to a certain level, but speak on your mindset of staying true and who you always been.
For me, it's just like I was just saying, like, every day I wake up, I'm just striving to be a better me. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like I don't feel like I've changed. I've grown, but I'm still that same person that niggas have met, whether it be 2007, 2009. Like, my energy, my motivation, my love for people, still the same. Like, just because, and I think sometimes that's the problem. It's like niggas see me and they think they know where I'm at. So they treat me based off that. Sometimes, if that makes any kind of sense. It's like, oh, nigga, you doing this, you doing that. So and it's like, yeah, I'm doing those things, but I'm still trying. I'm still grinding. I still struggle with shit sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And I know people see me in certain ways, but it's like, yo, I'm still that same guy that's still been grinding it out like everybody else. Like, I'm no different from my peers and niggas around me. Like, we all doing the same shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm still just holding on to my blessings and moving forward with that. Like, nothing's changed within me. I had a few friends like, oh, nigga, you changing. And it's like, no, I'm not changing. You changing because of the way you see me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been the same person from day one. You changing because of your perspective of where you see me and what you think that is. A lot of people get a song on the radio, oh, nigga, we made it. No, nigga, that still works. Niggas will be on YouTube, oh, nigga, we got 100,000 views. Nigga, we made it. No, nigga, you still gotta go to work tomorrow. Oh, nigga, we on the news. No, nigga. Yes, you are on the news. That's what's up. But nigga, you still gotta do the same shit. Like, the work isn't done after that. You know what I'm saying? So after all those things, it's like, oh yeah, nigga, it's like, yeah, that's what's up. But nigga, I still gotta wake up and grind it out, bro. I still gotta wake up and put in the work.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? Message.
I'm gonna make a little quick transition. I'm gonna talk about IG for a second. So your first post on IG. It's not crazy. So your first post on IG was of a J. Cole ticket stub. Yeah. With the caption that says, "Shit show you Carolina niggas can make it." Now, you're still on your way of a lot of wins and success, but what are the challenging shit you go through?
Trying to get people to understand that I still go through shit. Yo, really, that's the most challenging thing, bro. It's trying to get people around me to understand that I still go through shit. Yeah. Like, bro, I'm human. I bleed like everybody else bleed. Like, I go through shit. But there's times when niggas like, oh, bro, I ain't want to hit you because I ain't know how. It's like, nigga, you can hit me, bro. Damn. Like, damn, you can call me, bro. Like, oh, I ain't want to hit you because, you know, you could be busy. Like, bro, so what? Like, you know, yeah, I be busy, but like, you can hit me. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah. I'm not the greatest at texting back or answering the phone.
Gotcha.
But that was another thing. Like, when shit started happening, niggas like, oh, bro, you Hollywood, bro, you ain't. Like, I'm like, nigga, when have I ever responded back fast to you? Like, help me understand. When have I ever done that? Like, bro, like, nothing's changed. It's just the perception of how, you know, how people view. So, like, really my biggest challenge, because even in, like, just my day-to-day life, bro, is still trying to get niggas to recognize that, like, yo, I'm still a normal fucking person. Like, yeah, you know, I got some accolades and all the other shit, but even the accolades that niggas look at, I see it different. You know? So, yeah, just trying to get people on where I see shit or how I see shit, or this, like, yo, I'm just a normal fucking nigga.
I feel that.
Yeah. All right. Well, they say the best things come in threes, and we know you want to complete that trilogy. So, are we any closer? I mean, on record you said, but are we any closer to getting Westside 96.3?
Okay, so I'm going to put it this way, right? Will there be a West 1996 Part 3? Yes.
When?
When, and am I in the process of doing that now? No.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to explain why. Every project that I have is me experiencing what I'm going through and me growing within that period, right? West 1996 Part 3 for me, if you ever hear me saying I'm about to drop West 1996 Part 3, it's going to be bittersweet because I feel like the West 1996 Part 3 is going to be my last project. Because with West 1996 Part 3, I want that to be the shit where it's like I'm no longer talking about me struggling. I'm no longer talking about me figuring shit out. Like, this is West 1996 is me living everything that I said that I was gonna do. Like, that's me. I am now living my life to the fullest, like to the utmost fullest. Like, I'm content, I'm cool, I'm good.
So would that be like the retirement piece?
I wouldn't even say retirement because I'm not trying to be on no Jay-Z shit. Like, yo, I'm retired, but like, nah, like that's just like, that's like, all right, like, music is no longer my priority.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm, cause I tell my niggas all the time, like, yo, after a while, like, I love this. Music is my passion. I love it. But at some point, I just want to be, I want to spend the time in the necessary places that I need to spend time in. You know what I'm saying? Like, music takes over everything. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just like, I'm getting to a point where it's like, I love the music and I love everything. I love being on the road. I love seeing new places, new faces and stuff like that. But now I just want to be me.
Gotcha.
And not saying that I'm not being me, but now I just want to, you know, relax. But that's how I feel like I would feel if I did West 1996 Part 3. Like, all right, I'm out. Like, this is my bow out.
Word.
Okay.
All right, so Jack of all Spades Nation, it's coming. Just not no time soon.
Yeah, it's coming. But if you ever hear me say, yo, West 1996 Part 3, nigga, it's a wrap. I'm bowing out gracefully.
Right, you heard it here.
So would you pop in every now and then with a feature and then pop back out, or is it like you just totally?
No, I would still do music.
Okay, I got
I would
you.
still do music for sure.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if it would be a feature or wouldn't be a feature. I don't know. I can't tell you, like, because I feel like West 1996 Part 3 is so in the future.
Got you.
Because I could even be lying, like right now. Yeah, they say it's gonna be bowing out, and then it's like, yo, it's a whole other project after that. But that's just how I feel what West 1996 Part 3 should be. Maybe not a bow out, but it should be like, I'm finally living my truth, my life. I'm not struggling. I'm not talking about struggles. You know, just I'm there. You know.
Ooh, I gotta ask a follow-up question because I know I've done this with some of the artists I've watched from the beginning. Do you think you might kind of lose fans because they like to see the struggle, but now when you reach a different level, what you're talking about changes? Do you think that might affect some of your listeners?
I wouldn't care if it did.
Word.
To be honest. Because at the end of the day, I kind of make music. Music is like my therapy in a way. So for me, it's me expressing myself. And I know everybody's not gonna fuck with certain things that I say, and that's okay, because, you know, maybe my message don't strike you, or maybe it doesn't apply to you, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? There's way more other niggas to listen to. For me, it's like I don't like, I love my fans, because without my fans, I wouldn't. But as far as like losing fans, because of certain things that I do, that I don't really care about, because sometimes I know that music ain't gonna always strike everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm not big, like, cause it be times where I get tweets or something when niggas be like, oh, I don't fuck with this, or I see some YouTube comments, and they be like, YouTube comments be crazy. But for me, it's like, yo, I don't even hate it. It's like, yo, that's what's up, like, cause at least the niggas honest, you know what I'm saying? So, and I already know, like, people are not gonna fuck with everything that you do.
That's true.
And that's okay with me. Like, that's totally okay with me, cause it didn't reach you, but it reached somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, as far as losing, or losing out on people, I don't think about that at all.
Word.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Being that we're talking about, you know, the potential of West 1996, speaking on music, I want to talk about your writing process a little bit. I think your audience, as well as myself, appreciate the voice notes you record and put on your timeline every now and then to give, like, previews, especially that Salt record you got. I fuck with that.
Y'all heard that song, and I was just like, yo, I got to make this a beat.
Yeah, man.
I got to make this a beat.
They bass lines is crazy, by the way. What made you want to put those previews out, though?
Just to show the process and the rawness of certain shit. Cause a lot of those end up being songs.
Okay.
But those are just like my first idea, my first take, the first beat that I even heard it on, the first beat. You know, like I just feel like it's just the voice memos is raw. It's not mixed. I'm literally on my phone like this. You know what I'm saying? No pop filter, no nothing.
Yeah.
It's just raw. And sometimes even the emotion in that is just raw. And so with me, that's my way of giving my fans an insight into me and my process and who I am. And then later, you know, I re-record it into a whole nother verse or whatever. But I just be wanting to give people like that first that first like idea of rawness.
That organic, natural shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna transition again. First off, who is your style inspiration? Because we know you got some influence from your Uncle Marvin.
My style inspiration is from like a few people. Like so Marvin, but even in that time period, like I really like the 70s, early 80s style. Also Andre, like I'm getting to a point where it's like, yo, I wouldn't mind like just stepping out the box a little bit, not too much, because nowadays niggas be going crazy, but like mixing it with like regular streetwear with like one article that's like outlandish. You know what I mean? Like lately I've been wearing these I got these Doc Martens, these wingtip Doc Martens, and they like don't go with any fucking thing, but it's like, but I love it. Yeah, but it's like, I don't care what you put with those Doc Martens, but they don't go with nothing. I don't even know like why they were even created. So, but, and they fucking, they're, what you call them shits? Platform.
Okay.
So, you know, I'm just trying to like, and a lot of people think like, I do have a stylist every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But I just like putting things together. And I just like throwing, and it's not even like no crazy shit, because I know a lot of niggas like to wear like name brand stuff. Like, bro, I'll go to Walmart, get a tee, get a fucking flannel. This flannel's from Walmart. You know what I'm saying? I go to Walmart, get some tees, get some flannels. And I just like to put shit together. See what works for me, and because a lot of shit that people wear, I be like, yo, that shit fire, and I try it on, and don't look right on me because of my body type. So it's like I try to find things that work for me.
Yeah. Because
a lot of shit that I see niggas wearing, I would love to, but it don't look right on me.
Yeah.
So just finding what looks right on me and what's comfortable to me. Because it can also look right, but it feel uncomfortable and shit. So it's just all about me being comfortable and how it feels to me and how I can express myself through that.
Okay.
So, you know, when you said that, but the Doc Martens, right? I was thinking about YG. You know how YG was wearing his shit?
The white socks.
The white shit. And the hard bottles.
Getting his Michael Jackson shit off. I feel it.
I had that picture in my mind for somebody.
But you know what? So it's odd because like when I put those Doc Martens on, it make my feet feel so good. Like I feel so good wearing them, but they just look so crazy. But I for some reason that makes me feel even more good. Like I know these shits look out the way. And everywhere I go with them shits, niggas be like, yo, them shoes are hard. Like I fuck with them shoes, but like it doesn't go with the fit at all.
Shit, hey, if it works, it works.
Right, for real. Yo, I know we just spoke on Marvin Gaye for a quick second, but you could correct me if I'm wrong. You had a Facebook post at one point, and you said your mom went to a Marvin Gaye concert?
Yeah, so my mom told me about this time with her and her friends and my aunts went to a Marvin Gaye concert. He played at the Bojangles Coliseum.
Oh,
and she was like, he definitely knew how to perform because he went on stage and he had on a full suit, but then he took that shit off and had on a leopard Speedo. Okay.
Shout out to Marvin.
I was like, damn, Marvin Gaye was at Bojangles Coliseum.
Nigga let the chicken fruit.
Like Marvin was at Bojangles Coliseum wilding. But yeah, I'm like, but that had to been a time, like, yo, that's crazy.
Clearly.
That he was there and shit like that, but yeah.
And the women went crazy, I'm sure.
Yeah, bro, I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure my mom was one of them.
Something else I want to ask, you got the Wu-Tang herring piece that you created. You think that's your best artwork?
Nah, I don't. I think I've been growing a little lately beyond that. I've been trying to tap back more into painting and drawing. I haven't done it in a while, but I do dib and dab back into it. Even recent, I was in Santa Monica and I made like a little cartoon piece of myself. And I'm thinking about maybe just doing a few drawings and turn them into like a coffee table book or something like that.
That'd be dope as fuck.
At first, I wanted to do like a children's book. I'm still gonna do the children's book, but I think I'm gonna start off small and just like get all my drawings together and make like a coffee table book or something like that. But I am trying to get back into it. Even with, like, you know, all the NFT shit, I don't understand that shit at all. But you know, I feel like I can make shit like that. I want to try. I want to dab, and you know, any stream of revenue is a plus for me anyway. So I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna stop holding off on my talents, because in the beginning it's like, yo, either this rap shit gonna push me through or this art shit gonna push me through. And for some reason, the rap shit consumed everything. So after a while, it's like, well, maybe I don't need to draw. But now I'm starting to see, like, I don't have to let go of either or. I could do both at the same time.
Right. Multiple outlets, bro.
Yeah.
Real quick, I want to shout out Sam Damus of Sabrosa, man.
Hell yeah.
He had the art auction at Stroke, and you sold 2 pieces.
Yeah. And they did the Sabrosa did the listening party.
Correct. Right.
Yeah.
Goldmouth, yeah. I just thought about that for a minute, because I remember you had your stuff up for auction, but your reaction that it's selling was like you didn't even expect anything to happen.
Nah, I didn't expect shit to happen at all. And it was funny because in the beginning of the auction, like, pieces was going for like crazy. They was starting off crazy. Like, some would be like 150, starting off at 300. Mm-hmm. I'm like, that's cool, but I'm like, we had an auction, we had a putt place. I'm like, and mind you, mine was at like 30, 40, starting off, right? I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, we had a putt place. We had a spot, and I'm like, yo, I know niggas ain't really come here with like 300.
Yeah. Or
not saying that they didn't come with 300, but come to think to spend 300.
Right.
Correct.
So I'm like, you know what? I went to Sam. I was like, yo, Sam, knock mine down to 5. Cause I was seeing everybody else's, and I'm just like, yo, knock mine down to $5. And he's like, nigga, you sure? I'm like, yeah, watch. He's like, you're sure? I'm like, yeah, knock my shit down to 5. Starting off at 5. So he's like, all right, bet. Auction came up, started off at 5. Niggas was big left and right. It's $5.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And it went up to what I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
40, 50. I think one went for something or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, you know, I wanna have fun with it. I wanna see the fun. And yeah, it's my artwork or whatever, but knock this shit down and let's just see how it go.
Yeah, this nigga's reaction was hilarious.
Yeah, because I was not expecting, because niggas was literally like, I was like, oh, nigga, like, what?
Oh shit! All right, now Lute, is there any difference between how the stateside fans react to your music versus the overseas fans?
Hell yeah.
All right, explain that.
It's a difference between the way like fans, like hometown fans react than people in other places. It's really weird sometimes when I look at like where my music is being played the most, or where like the engagement of like where my music being played. It's like, word over there. Like, cause it was one time we did the Mark, the shit where it show you the engagement and all the other shit. Is it Spotify?
We got it for Spotify and Apple Music.
Yeah, so it'll show like my top, right? This gonna fuck y'all up. So it's like my top plays is in Chicago.
Interesting.
Oh shit.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
You ain't doing
I'm
drill.
You know what I'm saying? And then next is LA, which that makes sense for me.
Yeah.
But like, I'm like, yo, Chicago? Niggas is fucking with my shit in Chicago? I'm like, I fuck with that shit. You know, I guess, you know, when niggas, you know, doing all the gangster shit, you know, you gotta wind down and listen to some shit, you know what I'm saying? You gotta wind down.
That'll let you out.
Think about your inner self. I get it.
That's a great way to think about it, though.
Killing that out was a lot. Chill out, man.
I get a lot of love in South Africa.
Dope.
Big up SA.
I get a lot of love in like Switzerland sometimes. So I look at my engagement, and sometimes it'll switch from Chicago to LA or from Chicago to like Arizona every now and then.
Okay.
But it's usually those 3 spots:
Word.
Chicago, LA, Arizona.
Okay. We know where you performing at for sure. First tour stop.
So we talked a little bit about the fashion a little bit, as far as changing things up and being outside the box a little bit. But let's talk about the music. And you say you don't want to be in the box musically. Mm-hmm. Who is an artist outside of hip hop and R&B you want to collab with?
Shit, we brought it up earlier. Shit, I wouldn't mind doing some shit with is it Salt wasn't the.
Yeah, that was the.
That was yeah. So I wouldn't mind doing some shit with them because I listened to their album and their album is really fire. Mm-hmm. Like their music is really dope. I would love to do some shit with them.
Yo, for the people that may not know, can you explain Salt?
The song?
No, like is it a band? Is it a group?
Oh yeah, it's like
I believe it's a band.
It's a band. Yeah, I think it's a band. It's very like I can't explain it.
Yeah,
I can't. When I heard it for the first time, it was literally like me listening to like a different genre. Have you ever heard of like Alabama Shakes?
Yeah.
Because I fuck with them too. But like it kind of reminded me like that.
Okay.
A little bit, but not that. Yeah, I would do some shit with Yebba.
Okay.
And not because Drake did it, but I really think she has a beautiful voice. I don't know. I wouldn't mind doing a song. I can't say anybody, but like, I'm the type of person where when I look at features, I want it to make sense. Mm. I'm not doing a feature because you're the person that you are, or because I feel like this is gonna make me look better. I like to put my features together because I know that this blends well with the song. You know what I'm saying? That's how I pick my features. That's how I even pick to even do features with people. It's like if I can't hear myself on it either, I don't really care about the money. It's just I don't see myself. I can't hear myself on this song or even promoting this to my fans too. Mm. You know what I'm saying? So I pick and choose to to fill it out. Or, even get to know somebody so that we can figure out what we can hear ourselves good on and blend well with. I'm not about like the numbers and what this person's feature gonna do for me and all that type of shit. I'm really more so about the music.
Word. So we talked about whenever you do West 1996 Part 3, it's that culmination. So I'm an educator by trade. So let me know when you're ready for that high school counselor career.
Oh, let's go.
No, for real.
Let's do it.
For real.
I'm still trying to I'm trying to go back to get my my high school diploma.
Okay.
I've tried a few times, but I realized that I just don't have the fucking time, or I can't sit down in one place to really think like I want to. But when I really, really get the time, I'm gonna go back and get my high school diploma, and I want to do a couple things with that, like because I also want to enroll back into CP when I do get my high school diploma, which I could probably do both at the same place. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit you up for sure.
Man, we can make some shit happen soon. Like not just speaking to the kids,
I got a lot of friends that's in the education field too, and sometimes I'm just like, yo, I want to talk to the kids that's like, show me the ISS kids. I want to talk to them. Because I feel like I can relate to them a lot more. I was there,
same.
I got expelled, so it's like I want to talk to them. I feel like I can connect to them, and I want to let them know that like, yo, you can make it, and this ain't the end all be all. Because in that time they made it seem like this was end all be all place to me. It's your last road, and no, it's not. You can change, and sometimes I think a lot of people in the education field don't realize that a lot of these kids go through a lot of shit at home.
Exactly.
And they have to go to school and bring that with them and start the day and niggas ain't even asking how are you feeling right now in this current space and state in my state, you know? So I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
Like the kids that's
AB
having pizza parties and shit. Like y'all niggas having pizza parties.
Yeah.
Like y'all good. You straight, bro. Let me talk to the niggas that didn't make it to the pizza party.
Yo, straight up.
Like nigga, y'all eat pizza. Y'all straight. But nah, no disrespect to them because like it's fire that because my daughter honor roll student.
Yeah.
So and I commend her on that. But that's another reason why I want to go back because I don't want her to have no excuse when she get to high school. Like, well, you didn't. I'm like,
nah, that's true.
So yeah, I just want to talk to the ones that's like just not really getting the attention that they probably need.
Mm-hmm. And more times than not, I think they need that kind of guidance, like especially somebody like you to be able to come in and tell them and give them that story. Like that can give you a lot of hope too.
Yeah.
No, it holds more weight. Like I said, I'm an educator, so when they hear from the person that's already in school, it's like, oh, I missed the spell. But when they hear from somebody outside the school, it's like it sticks.
More.
Yeah.
It sticks. So no doubt.
You let me know.
Nah, man.
let me know.
Brother, I got you. Trust.
I also want to jump in and say how ill it is that like not ill, maybe I need a better word for it, but you didn't get your high school diploma yet. But your song GED is so fucking hard.
Yeah.
Fire.
It's like I ain't get it yet, but hold on. Like this is a soundtrack to pursuing it right now. Like, shout out to that.
So with GED, at one point before the pandemic, we was handing out GED cards, and GED cards was going to be, it was going to do a number of things. Like the GED card was going to help. Some of the cards was like tickets to Dreamville Fest that was coming up, but the Dreamville Fest after that kept getting canceled because of COVID. But like one of the cards was supposed to be tickets for Dreamville Fest. Another card was supposed to actually have money on it, so that you can go swipe whatever. It probably have maybe $500 on it or something, like something where you could really go use it and stuff like that. And then another card was going to actually be like a certificate or something to help niggas go back and actually get their GED. Because I was going to go back and get my GED at that time. And for me, it's like, well, if I'm doing something to help myself, I wouldn't mind doing this to help some other people too that didn't have the opportunity to get their GED. So that was my thought process, but COVID fucked all that shit up.
That would've been dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
That video crazy too. But you spark something to me though right now, Lute. So you are part of Dreamville, but the GED cards, that was crazy. The Goldmouth Chronicles, that was crazy. Like, is that the team saying, or this is you saying, you know what? Let's go like that.
Slum
Big
County.
up. But all right.
Hey, Slum County. Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
Dreamville Chronicles, GED cards. Now, Dreamville definitely helped with the far as like pushing the as far as like really helping us get the reach to the people that we wanted to get the reach out to, like as far as like helping us get the certificates to help people get their GED or putting the money on the cards and stuff like that. Like the label definitely helped back us up with the ideas and stuff like that. But most of the ideas that you see is coming through the Slum County line.
Nice.
Big up Slum
That's why I'm like,
County.
yo, without them, man, I like that's my tribe. And then and Dreamville always been, the house, the home, and shit like that. So they also help us push and get it through the wire, the masses and stuff. So I really appreciate them.
Before you move on to the next question,
Yeah, same.
real quick. Shout out the whole Slum County right quick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
Shout them out.
Oh,
name by name.
we got my nigga Goose.
All right, Goose.
Big up
Gustavo
Goose.
Soto.
Gustavo.
You got Doe.
Doe.
Mark Prosper.
Mark in the building.
Big up Mark Prosper, former guest in it.
You got Pooh, and then myself.
Right.
Oh, Big Pooh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little LV.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so crazy that you brought up rapper Big Pooh, because I just listened to Mad Skills podcast, and I re-listened to his episode.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, Pooh's my manager.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
So you got Pooh, you got Doe, and then you have Gustavo and Mark, who are both like the creative directors. And when I say creative directors, because they do more than just one, like they do everything.
Gotcha.
So let me ask this, going a little bit deeper. I think the first time I heard Big Pooh was on a Madden game. Is he the reason you got on 21?
No, they
Okay.
reached out and on the 21 joint. But yeah, I think he did.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's full circle moment in it.
Real quick, I didn't want to lose this, man. I wanted to shout you out for even doing the Goldmouth Chronicles and coming through the Fat Boy Ties.
Oh, yeah.
That
Bro,
was a big fucking moment.
that was the first episode, wasn't it? Wasn't that the first episode?
What? 2?
What was the first episode? I literally
you made your sandwiches on one of them. Was that the first one?
No, that wasn't the first. That was during quarantine. I think you were the first one because we did the model car and everything. I was still living in Brookline at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your episode was the first episode.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great look, man. I appreciate that. Fat Boy
Nah, I
Ties,
appreciate you. That was a great episode, bro.
Yeah, man. It lined up. It felt like it was something that was a long time coming anyway.
Yeah,
so
that was a great episode, and I definitely wanted to like just bring light to Fat Boy Ties and the fact that you had the knowledge as well. To even explain. Then I was like, man, it's a no brainer. It's a no brainer.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And also, what I was really gonna say, you was talking about the GED cards with $500 on it. I was thinking to myself like, yo, I wonder if any of your friends hit you like, yo, can I get that card? Or if you even had any family members that have been like, think you got it. Like,
everybody was trying to get that card because like for a stint, like niggas really thought it was a real like they was really signing up to get an actual credit card.
Oh wow!
And it's like I'm like, come on, bro.
No rush cards.
Nigga, I ain't but that's what they thought it was. They thought we was handing out rush cards. I'm like, nigga, this ain't like, like we not asking for social security numbers, nigga.
Some
like,
kind of credit union was on there.
We not asking for social security numbers, bro. This ain't no real card.
Nah, that could be in the future. Lute West Financials.
But you might have just gave me a goddamn idea. But nah, but now they would like. I ain't gonna say now because we're not doing them shits no more. But after quarantine fucked everything up, we just started using them for like discount codes. So like you actually type in the number on the card and then be like a discount to like merch and shit. Which
it still works.
In hindsight, it's cool, but it was like it wasn't as cool as the original idea. Mm-hmm. And I really wish we could have went with the original idea, but I guess it worked out. It was just like, damn, man, we did all this work for these cards and we can't even like do the real shit that we wanted. Cause bro, that shit was gonna be so crazy. I think we was gonna cause I had just did Dreamville sessions. So we was gonna promote it by like giving Guap Dad a few of them and go like do some like scamming shit, like have him like in the Lambo, like doing some like just promoting it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
But we didn't really get to really showcase what we really wanted to do with them. But I'm just glad that we was even able to get an idea down and niggas really like back us and help us make it come to light. Cause Dreamville really did help us a lot with getting the shit on the ground and making it, but we shot the videos and stuff, the commercials and the older guy with the grills was the dude, my boy from Queen City Grounds. It was his father.
Word.
So it was just getting people to do it.
Yeah. Put it together.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so now we've reached the most popular segment of Jack of All Spades Nation. We like to call it Top 5 Dead or Alive. So of course, shout out to God of Versus, Jada Kiss. Yeah. So Lute, in 2019, J. Cole said you had the best verse of the year. Pistol grips get the squeezing. Wish a nigga would like Liam Neeson. So Lute, what are your top 5 one-liners in hip hop history?
Shit. Top 5 one-liners?
Yeah, man.
Okay, so look, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? For some reason, bro, lyrics don't stick in my head. Wow. I know that sounds crazy because I know everybody can recite a verse from wherever, whoever, and so every time people like, cause sometimes people ask me like, "Yo, like, what's a line?" I'm like, bro, I can't even tell you off the top of my head because they don't stick like that. But play a song, I'm like, oh, that was my shit. I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Okay, so one for real, because for one, it's my niggas, and I really listen to them niggas a lot. But when CeeLo was like, I wonder if the gate was put up to keep crime out or keep our ass in, like that really stuck with me at a younger age. Like, I'm looking at my neighborhood like, damn, we are gated up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wonder if they do, because it was one way in, one way out. And I'm just like, damn, like that make a whole lot of sense. You know what I mean? But that's the only one that's sticking to me right now.
All right, so big up Goody Mind. Cell therapy.
Sure.
All right, well, look, we give it top 1 for this one. All right, Lute, shout out all your socials, man, so the people can like tap in with the movie.
Hold on, though. What are y'all's, though?
Shit. Oh, no, it's going to be easy for me. All right, so, I got a lot just from one. Fife.
This is one.
Man, so check the rhyme, man. Like, Fife said, I'm far from a bully, but I ain't a punk. Like, You know, I ain't no
Yeah,
gangster,
yeah.
but I ain't no bitch either. So I always resonate with Fife
Nah,
first
I
on
feel
that.
I feel
Yeah.
that. I feel that. You got one?
Nah, I ain't got one, bro.
You ain't got one?
No Nas? No
I can't
Nas?
come up with one right now.
Yeah. That shit hard on the spot, bro.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That shit hard.
I can't think of it.
All right.
That shit hard on the spot.
All right, so Lou, shout out all the socials so the people can tap in with the movement.
I'm Lute West 9 or Lute _West 9 on Instagram and on Twitter. And damn, I don't even know my TikTok. You know TikTok?
Come on, Mark.
I don't be on TikTok, man. I barely even be on my
bars.
Instagram.
All right. Well, of course, where can people tap in with Slum County?
Slum County on Instagram and Slum County on Twitter too.
All right. Well, Jack of all Spades Nation,
for sure.
you've heard the words. Lute West. You know where you can find us. Anchor.fm for all the streaming platforms. Jack of all Spades CLT on IG. Beloved, Pride of Africa, Blue Water.
Yes.
Lou, any parting words for the people?
Shit, continue to thrive. Turn up.
All right. So, you know how we do this thing. One time for a Tribe Called Quest. Rest in peace, Malik Taylor, a.k.a. Fife Dog.
For sure.
Tell your mother, tell your father, send a telegram. We out.